As I get started here, I want you to think back in your lives to friends, family members, neighbors, classmates, anybody of the like. I want you to picture the person that just could not stop talking. Ever. It might be you, even. There's a high probability that it is because we're here, and that's just the way we are. But I'm going to get a little bit more specific. The person that can't stop talking, also the person that just can't stop lying. Ringing any bells? They just talk themselves in circles and circles, and they lie about things that they don't even have to lie about. It doesn't make sense. Why are you talking about this? Where's this headed? It's very frustrating, isn't it? I want you to hold on to that person in the back of your mind, or if you haven't found them yet, keep searching, because I'm going to come back to that in a minute. I knew somebody once that was exactly like that. Lie for no reason whatsoever. I couldn't put a reason on it. And he'd come up with a new story every week. One time he told me that he had a contract with the Marine Corps. He told me that he was accepted to the Air Force Academy, but decided not to go because he didn't like their leadership style. What else did he tell? Oh, he told me he was going to be an Army Ranger because he was contracted already with the Army now. And, you know, whatever. You want to make up those stories for yourself, knock yourself out. I don't mind. But finally, turns out he started telling stories to other people about me that didn't happen. About a time where he had to save me from some sort of, I had messed up, I'd left something in a room and he had to cover for me. And at that point, it's like, all right, you're dragging me into this. This is no longer acceptable. So I called him out one night on every single thing, and it took forever to get him to admit to everything, but he finally did. And I'm like, oh, thank God, finally. I was exhausted. I wasn't even ready to celebrate. I was exhausted. Gave me a little mimesis in my heart to know that, I'd finally achieved some peace here. And I left the room, and somebody else that was in there came and got me and said, yeah, he just told me that he said those things so you would stop asking questions just to get you off his back. Are you kidding me? Kicked the door back in, started screaming, going nuts, because, oh, man, I couldn't stand it. And then it started to dawn on me. I really don't think he can help it. I think some people are like that. They can't help it. It's who they are. So I'm going to tell you another story about a man named William L. Field III. Anybody ever heard of him? No? Can't blame me. He broke into White Sox owner Ken Williams' house and trashed the place once a while ago. Which is a crime. You should go to jail for that, right? He was let go. Why? Because authorities determined that he could not help it. He was crazy. So he was innocent. So that got me thinking, where do you draw the line? At what point can I couldn't help it? When does that stop being an excuse? At what point does the burden of responsibility for what you do rely on your state of mind? And who can you apply that reasoning for? And what I've come to sort of understand about this is, it doesn't matter whose fault it is or if they could help it or not. You just have to try to manage what the aftermath is. Because think of that person. Does it really matter if they can control what they say, how often they say it, or even what they say, anything like that? If there's any truth to it whatsoever? That doesn't matter all that much. What matters is to try to control what will come out of it. Because I promise you, that person, if you're still in contact with them, they might drag you into something too. It might seem harmless now, but keep an eye out for them. Because eventually, they may not be able to help it. Something will come back around, and you're going to have to call them out. Thank you.